Y'all know what time it is. Time for what? Time for what? Time for what? Time for what? What? This that what? This that what? Time for what? Time for what? What? This that what? This that what? We coming to vent on current events. Charles, TJ, and Fliz, people loving the gents. What a debate opinions of the brothers. Know your lovers love us, cuz us. Talk ish, you live in color. Every Wednesday, be getting it in at 9 p.m. Tap in, my friends, sliding right with them gems. Hip hop debate start them like engine gens. These mics powerful, been said again and again. Legit articles round the globe, and it depends on what's brought up and who can go pen for pen. Popping left with the guest, spicy talking the script. Back and forth, him to him, going flip for flip. Join into the excellent realm you step in. Catch a wreck and get it lit in the comment section. Tell somebody something that you might have heard. And what? What? Spread the word. Spread the word. Spread the word. Spread the word. Okay, there it is. There's the live feed. We here. We late, but we here. But we on time. And we here. We late, but we on time. And we on time to be late. So that's how it works up in here. You are tuned into the What Show. What? To the not left of me right now usually is Charles C. Boogie Brown, C. Boogaloo Boogie Brown. You got me, an artist named Fliz. He's working on the technical difficulties. And to my right, we got
TJ Swords. Was popping.
They can see us because I can see us.
What's up with the chat?
Oh, let's see what's up with the chat. Yo, jump in the chat. And wait, to the right of TJ, we have a returning guest. He's like, I don't want to call him a guest anymore. He's like
he's one of the bros.
Yeah, you know when a sitcom has the regular come in, like, you know, we have the regular here. Know what I mean? He's no longer a guest on this on this show, not a podcast, on this show.
Mike Brown.
Yeah. Thank you.
Salute.
Thank you.
Yo, do we got sound? How we sound out there?
Yeah,
we good?
We share, everybody. Yo, just take like 3 seconds out of your life. Hit that share button. Let's share the love and make this thing grow, because we've been steady, like kind of growing out here.
It's crazy.
We moving. The What Show is getting love right now.
Moving.
I need that mic. I need that to work real quick.
Plus Charles got the million views on his joint. So
congratulations,
bringing more traffic.
Shout out to that. Shout out to that.
Word.
And what up, Vic? And before we start, I want to be ridiculous right now and make sure y'all see the shirt. Make sure no stain on it. See that? Y'all need to get at me, because these are still going crazy. Especially the hot color still is
what?
Hot pink with the Burberry print.
Yo, where's that at?
You got, order from my site or order from me directly.
I need that.
And the second hottest one moving is black with hot pink lettering. Something about hot pink is dope right now.
I know the one that I got from you. I've had a few teachers ask about that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I told them go right to the site.
Yes.
There you go. Go get it.
So, yo, FlizzMusic.com. Go get you your hoodie. And we got T-shirts coming now. I'm about to bust out the next show, which is what? The Beat Nuts.
Word.
Be there or be square.
Hit us all up for tickets, man. We all got that.
I got tickets for sale.
Yep.
Gang.
What up, Chop?
Good show.
What up, Marty?
Yo, we here, man. Y'all know what it is. The What Show. I'm just trying to set it up so everything can be everything. Listen, I see the comments going crazy already. They already want us to jump in. We definitely gonna jump in on this J. Cole. My name is Charles Brown. I'm here, bro.
Back here before we went on.
I know, right?
He's not happy with J. Cole right now.
Listen. Salute to the people on Instagram watching too. The Instagram is live tonight. Bro, we got a lot to get to. Let me read these comments. Matt Cruz in the building. He said, how we feeling about that fraud, Cole? Straight out there. Y'all just going right in. Y'all just going right in.
He like, we ain't trying to be all smooth about it. Let's just talk. He's like,
let's go. Vic in the building. Yo. Mary Brown said, have a good show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chop in the building. Yo, listen. We good to go. I need somebody to play. I already asked who's gonna play good cop tonight because I'm playing bad cop, bro. Listen,
I'm playing.
I got a problem.
Balance cop.
I already know from the group chat.
Yeah, I'm the anti-hero. Yeah.
I already know from the group chat where Fliz stand. I know a little bit where TJ stand. I don't know where Mike stand yet 100%, but I know where I stand. So we're gonna have this conversation about J. Cole apologize. It's been a long week. Do I have to explain to everybody what happened? Let me just give a quick breakdown for the people that don't know what happened. First of all, Kendrick dropped a verse called "Like That" on the "Like That" project, on the "We Don't Trust You" project, which they formed like Voltron to get at Drake, right? Future, Metro Boomin, and
Drake said you gotta pay me.
facts. So then they called up Kendrick. Kendrick was feeling the way about that one first person shooter anyway. He wrote down every line of that and had a rebuttal for every single line. Because if you listen to his verse, everything he said was response to that, right? If you walking with that stick, it ain't Andre 3. Look, a whole lot of stuff he said in that response was a first person shooter response, right? So bam, somebody told J. Cole that it was disrespectful and he had to respond. J. Cole came back about what 2 weeks later, dropped his album, might delete this later. No, it's okay.
I don't think it was that long.
It was almost 2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks.
It was almost. It didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it.
It felt like he came firing right back.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it, but it was almost 2 weeks. That response was called 7-minute drill, which is supposed to be a reference to him writing it in 7 minutes, like a football drill. Right? So then, boom. From that point on, the world went nuts. It was I don't even say it's divided. It leaned more to that response was a little suspect, right? That it lacked the actual oomph that it needed as a diss record, and that the bars weren't fully accurate because he said Kendrick first album was dope. And he said that To Pimp a Butterfly was boring, and he said that Mr. Morale was tragic. And he said that Kendrick had fell off like The Simpsons, and that nobody would be talking about Kendrick if he wasn't dissing him, right? He said a lot of stuff, and I do want to get into his lyrics at some point, but he said a lot of rah, rah, rah. It was a very, very disrespectful if you really peel back the layers. Some aggressive stuff. And I'm gonna go get because I got the sheet. I got the sheet of what he said. But also, he put this out, and what happened at that point was the world started to say it wasn't that strong, and I want to say around 70-30 to 80-20 that most hip-hop fans or rap fans or just average fans or just the overnight fans that's whatever were saying that it wasn't that, and he needed to try it again. 2 days later, Cole goes on stage at the Dreamville Fest and says he loves his album except for one part, and that's the part where he dissed Kendrick. He said it was the lamest thing he's ever done, the wackest thing he's ever done. He didn't say whack, but he said lame, and he regrets it. He apologized to Kendrick. He said, if y'all love Kendrick Lamar, put your hand in the air. He did all this at his own festival in his own hometown. When they was coming there to hear him perform the diss record, he claimed he might remove the diss record from all streaming services. That caused a tizzy in the hip-hop world between people like myself, Mike Brown, TJ. I don't know if Fliz was in a tizzy about it or not.
Nah.
I think Fliz kind of respected the decision, and we're going to need that energy because we need both sides in this room and in the comments. So let's talk about it. I want to talk about this before we even get into these comments. Shamel says, salute, my guys.
Salute back.
Salute.
Chop said, I'm going to be honest. I really don't want to see Cole and Dot go at it. I'd rather get a collar album with them. You mean collabo album?
Yeah,
collab, and Drake to leave that shit alone. His skill level ain't on Cole and Kendrick. So listen, bro.
It's for how when he just pushes Drake right out there.
I'm
Drake, just sit down.
we got a lot to discuss, bro. We're gonna talk about all three of these jokers. We're gonna have a good conversation. I'm gonna start down there with Mike. Mike, you just heard what happened. The topic of the matter is all three of these dudes are supposed to be the big three, right? The big three. At this point, Kendrick dismantled the big three. He said, fuck the big three, nigga. It's just big me, nigga. Bomb. I listened to that joint again yesterday. That joint fire. Listen.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, that's hard.
I want to talk to Mike because I got so much to say. I'm going to start with Mike. Mike, and I'm going to set you up a good question. I'm just not going to have you rambling just for no reason. Yeah. How do you feel as a hip-hop head to hear a guy write this vicious battle rap disrespecting his so-called friend, and then 2 days later getting on the stage saying that was lame, that was whack, I should have never did that? Like EPM Day, damn, you shouldn't have did it. EPMD said back in the day, you shouldn't have did that. What's your thoughts? Can we forgive that? Is that lame? Or can we get on some mental health? We're growing in hip hop. Let me talk to you, Mike.
Well, okay, well, let's start with we're growing in hip hop fans. Can y'all please go back to your woke states, your woke status? just go, please. Take your backpacks, your notebooks, all that shit. Second of all, to get up there and say all that shit and turn around at your own festival and say that was whack, it was lame. I think
the white flag.
Yeah, he surrendered. I think at that point, even his rebuttal, I think he knew in his heart of hearts it was the weakest and most lamest thing to do. Let's backtrack a little bit. Let's go back with the history of this big three. At one point in time, Kendrick was saying, hey, come on, Jermaine. Come on, Drake. Bring your best. That was what, 2012, 2013?
Yep.
And I remember that. I remember they got a lot of people in a tizzy because it was like, oh, okay, we're anticipating something really good. And I think Drake already had his magnum opus moment as far as music goes. I think J. Cole already had his magnum opus moment. And I think Kendrick Lamar's had a few, really. He's had two big albums. So according to J. Cole, the first one was great, your second one was and your third one could have been whatever. So you say all that shit and then turn around and apologize. I'm beginning to wonder who got in your ear and told you you're about to get destroyed. You're dealing with the perfect organism.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you bit the bait.
Yeah. And before I go, I want J. Cole, I want you to go look up on YouTube and Drake 2, Ash's death scene from Alien. And listen to what he says about the alien, how he loves it. It's the perfect organism. Free of no moral delusions.
He was in love with that alien.
Yes. And that's what they need. That's how they need to look at Kendrick at this point. The guy was over there minding his business. And you keep asking for the big three. He's already told you, I'm not for that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not for the rah-rah and the, hey, how you doing, pal? Let's go write some rhymes together. And did your mom bring the platter of cheese and meats? No, that shit's done.
Charcuterie.
You just hit J. Cole's voice right in the head.
Yeah, seriously, because it's like, and let's be honest. J. Cole, he got his little cosign from Jay, and he was on cloud 9. And now
Nas.
Yeah.
And Nas. Yeah.
Let Nas down.
Yeah. I mean, so J. Cole, we know Kendrick, he had the production from Dre, but as a lyricist, he was holding his own. Always has been holding his own.
And he didn't get a lot of production from Dre like that.
No, he didn't.
No, we're talking about Kendrick. I love The Recipe. That's the song I still listen to this day.
Yeah.
But, I'm just going to sum it up because it's like, you get up there and apologize. That apology was just like, well, why'd you even do it if you knew you were going to apologize?
They're like, oh, I shot you, but I'm sorry, I shot you.
I didn't mean to shoot you.
Yeah.
I shot you below the waist, so it's not really attempted murder. So please forgive me. Please forgive me. And Drake's sitting over there looking at this like, well, I'm going to have someone write me a rhyme and say it's mine.
Leave Drake alone.
Mike just said, I'm choosing violence. I'm choosing violence. TJ, do you like J. Cole?
Yeah.
Is J. Cole a spitter?
I like J. Cole, I like Kendrick, and I like Drake.
What was your thought about that Big Three situation before this happened?
I mean, it would be a dope ass tour with all of them together, but I don't see. I mean, like I never seen it happening because Kendrick's mad competitive.
I don't think Kendrick. I think Kendrick has given up liking Drake in the slightest ever since Drake took offense to that Control verse. He looked at him as a bitch, and he's like, "I'm trying to be cool with this dude, but every couple of years he brings it up."
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
He's getting emotional all the time.
Yeah, and two, you know, I know there's a lot of Drake fans out there, but let's stop for a minute here and realize that he took his whole style from Fonte. Because, hey man, listen, that boy's back, nigga. This is blackboard rap. Yeah. So Drake, you better go and chalk it up to a loss, because everybody that knows hip hop knows you have Fonte's flow down to the singing. So you just please go over there. Have someone write your rhymes and do your poppy shit.
Okay.
With your little.
I'm a ghostwriter, y'all. So
you need my help? I'm right here.
Yo.
I'm right here for you.
I don't want no beef with nobody, but I'll take that Drake money to ghostwrite.
Word.
Get at me, Drake. I ain't got no war in my heart.
Yo,
Drake.
I got Drake being able to write, bro. Drake can write, bro. Let's give him his. Let's do this.
Anybody, I'll ghostwrite for you, local or international, foreign. Let me know.
Show me the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna get to them comments in a minute.
But
Flizzy, go ahead, TJ.
I think at the end of the day, war is war.
Right.
You said that shit. You meant that shit.
Said that shit with conviction, with his
know
chest out.
Like you poked your chest out. You said that shit. Stand on that shit. You were supposed to fuck your city up with that song.
Ain't no apology. And even if you were,
that's what they came for, right?
They came to see that. They thought that was the next song. You know what the next song was? Love something. What he went into something about love something after that? Like
that's like Nas not performing.
When he said that was
the
his
song.
favorite joint. Yeah.
That's like Nas not performing Ether. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was that? Summer Jam? What was that?
Yeah.
But it
was something big. And when that song came out, it was a rap. They made you look. All of that shit.
But they're cool now though. Not cool, but they got a phone.
No, they real cool. But listen,
they
did. You talking about Nas and Jay?
Nas and Jay, yeah.
They did about 5 songs. They good, but that's not the point. It took them years to get there. It took them years.
That's facts.
But go ahead, Fliz. I want to hear your opinion on this situation, because you had a different take on it in the group chat. You said you respect it. Am I bugging out?
Yeah. I like, that's just who I am. I understand the hip hop aspect of it, but I looked at it as the real life aspect of it, and I can put myself in the situation. Sometimes you say some dumb shit, you got to man up and say I fucked up.
Yeah.
I looked at it like that. Like, I think I don't know. I don't know the whole thing, but here's what it looks like to me. That's why I want to preface that. It sounds like he didn't really want to do it. I think he was pressured, like the world looking at me. I gotta say something.
Yeah.
And
you think it's him or his camp or
yeah, I think he was pressured. Like,
well, who?
Cause guess what? These mics are powerful. And when your rep is in there, and you're like, and when your rep is like, I can see me falling for the okie doke like that too. Like, I never would want to like go back and forth.
You're hot right now.
Like, yo, and give somebody my energy.
He just basically passed you to, like, I mean, that's probably.
And I've been dissed a lot about. There's a lot of people I can name right now who diss me. There's people who diss me. They don't even know I know they diss me. Ooh, but I act cool with them.
Listen.
So
I'm rubber, you're glue.
So, but the thing is, if I make a mistake and I'm like, oh damn, my soul don't feel right. Cause I'm not gonna lie, fellas. I'm in a happy space right now, bro.
Word.
I'm in a happy ass space. I'm feeling good about my life right now. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know what? I tell some of you, don't give this fool your energy. But if I effed around and effed up, I'm like, damn, like, I'll feel a little like a punk leader. I know me. I feel like a bitch for responding. I'm like, yeah, he got me. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. I didn't find it nothing wrong. The way he worded it, his wording was the fact that he was like, I actually like Kendrick shit. Like, I was bullshitting. He even called himself a damn liar, if you think. I'm like, yo, I understand the hip hop aspect of it, and that's another even part of me, yo.
Yo, rap, like, yo, artist, like, you know, he got some dope ass shit.
Yeah, I like all three of them cats. Even Drake. I like Drake, yes. I know a lot of people hate that dude. You know what I'm saying? I like all three of them cats.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I don't know why
I like Drake before he took Fonte style.
Yeah, he ain't let that go. He took Fonte style.
He's like, yo, you want to meet Drake? Yeah, I got something to tell him. I got something to tell him.
Yeah.
I know
It's
got your
people in the
style from.
comments that agree with you. They rock it. They glad you said that about Fonte.
Seriously, because it's like, don't get me wrong. I understand the greatest form of flattery is imitation.
Mm-hmm.
But to take it and then try to really say it's yours, it's like, wait a minute.
I get
dude,
you. Yeah.
Well, who else got bit up like that? Black Thought got bit up.
Yeah.
By a
You
lot
said
of
J
people.
A
Food.
lot
Nah,
of people.
J Food is a fool.
That's his new name, right? I can't wait till it's my turn because I got a
man.
lot to say about this
Oh,
shit.
Well,
man.
yeah, I mean, I'll wrap it up. It's I just like, I get the hip hop, but on another level, and I don't want to sound messed up. I think I'm my brain of what I am used to with diss tracks from being from the era I am.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed by either diss track like everybody's talking about it. I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is gonna be the joint. But
You know what though, Flizzy?
I
You
was
might have
like-
missed some of that because I watched a breakdown of that I didn't even know how much he was saying in that Kendrick verse.
You gotta listen to it.
But
again.
It's a breakdown of a
Yeah.
lot of that stuff. Got entendres on top of entendres.
Yeah.
Like it's all
Like,
you gotta
that's
you
true.
gotta know what he's talking about. Like he's talking about lines they're saying in first. He's addressing the direct lines they're saying in first person shooter. He's addressing their video. He's addressing everything they talking about. So it's like if you don't know what he's talking about, you're like, this joke mediocre.
And that's
Yeah.
part of my point. I was talking with my guy Merck, and Merck was like, I don't want my diss tracks to have to be deciphered. I
You
want
wanna
some
be
layman
direct.
bust me
Like
in the
when
mouth.
Pop,
We
like when
fight,
Pop
I mean,
made hit him up, we knew.
yeah,
he was-
you knew.
he was direct.
I'm like,
that was
I don't-
extra direct.
If I'm listening to like,
Wait, you gonna listen to two lyrical dudes and tell them not to be lyrical?
no, here's what I'm saying. Like,
Go ahead.
He's saying
one of my
basically
favorite,
just be straight
one of my
to the
favorite
point.
rappers is
Don't
Common.
even
Right?
let me think
Yeah.
about it.
Commons, I used to love Act 2 with the Roots.
Yeah.
You know how intricate that shit is.
You
Wait,
listen to
no.
Act 2. He went right at Puff. You
Oh
listen
yeah,
to-
yep. I heard that.
On
Yeah,
the mix on tapes, had her in the bathroom.
Yep.
I was like,
her eyes all puff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
caught.
And
That's
you-
saying I love that rap too, but not my diss tracks.
no.
I don't. So
I mean-
I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
I mean,
Flizz, that's a conundrum right there to
No,
say you
like,
want.
all right. No, one of my favorite diss tracks of all time is Second Round Knockout.
But wait,
It
slow
was
down.
like wow,
You went to
man.
probably arguably the greatest. It's like that's probably 1 and 2. Like it's 3 diss tracks of
Well,
top, and that's Second Round Knockout is one of the greatest diss tracks ever.
All right. Remember the mixtape series, Street Sweepers?
Yeah.
They had like 40,000, and I was a fiend. I was younger. I was listening to.
Man,
Street
hold on. I
Sweepers.
think we're getting a little out of hand. That Kendrick joint not all complex. He's the words are it's very simple, but you gotta know what I'm saying is
you gotta know what he's
just
talking
because you don't know don't mean it's complex. If he's talking
I
about
get
if you're into this first person shooter record, if you're one of the people that listen to Drake and she got 55 million views right now.
Yeah.
So if you're one of the people that listen to them on a regular, you know what the song
You
is
know
about.
exactly what he's talking
You know what he's
about.
talking about. So it's not that complex. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
So
like he's
I
going
just-
over your head. But
It
go ahead.
just to me, it just was like overhyped for
Wow.
what I
get it.
for what my old school self like is a love of diss tracks. And then J. Cole's wasn't great. Let's not be twisted. Like people, he said this on a third. Oh wait, I should know these mics are powerful. I don't like saying that. To me, in my opinion, J. Cole's wasn't great either. I was like, these are both so overhyped.
You're not the first person that said that, but
Like, you know what I mean?
hype comes with social media right now.
Yeah.
It really ain't nothing. Meek dissed his boy yesterday, and it got hype, blew all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's
You know what?
hype gonna come regardless.
I mean, I did go back and listen to Kendrick's, shit, and I was like, wow. And I had to go check out the whole thing being deciphered.
Mm-hmm.
And you was talking about, basically like that whole 40 water shit he was saying in there. I was like, oh shit, it hit me afterwards. Like, oh
40
shit.
water.
I was like,
Yeah.
bingo. And then, but also that they help, they let him get on the track and just help, pretty much like it propelled him to a certain plateau.
Mhm.
He took it from there. There's a lot of things going on in that song that if you just sit back and just listen to it, but where you're coming from too, Fliz, where it's like it had a lot more sizzle. It sizzled, and now it's like, okay, what's next? What's the next move here?
You was expecting something better.
Yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And maybe because we are talking about these big three. Like, all right,
So you're just expecting the greatest thing ever to happen.
when Takeover came out and then Ether, rap was like, oh these
shit,
are
like,
like,
it was like,
oh my god, like if you name like
Ice Cube and Common. Like when you name these legendary, so to me, maybe it's
Can
an
I?
age
Can
thing.
I
It might be an
be?
age
All
thing.
right. So let me just interject real quick. Let me
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
And I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. But
Excuse me.
to be fair, Kendrick did a verse on somebody else's thing.
Yep.
It was a shot. It wasn't a full all-out song. It ain't even, I don't think it's 16 bar. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not mad. You're talking about Ether, which is
A whole song.
3 verses. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're
That's
talking
what I
about
said.
take. So
I
it's
think it was
different,
bait,
bro.
though.
It's
I think
they
that
both.
verse
So
was
yeah, so
bait.
I
It
get
might
it.
have been bait.
You're
It might have
allowed.
been.
You're allowed to not like it. I'm not saying they're great because they are what they are for the time. Da da da. But I want to really address this whole thing with this J. Cole apology and Fliz. You're not the only one. I've had a couple people on Facebook, people that I know, was coming at me like, "Yo, this some Neanderthal train of thought. You're saying that these dudes should fight for blood and fight to the death when he's saying he don't want to fight no more." Right?
That's what
Right?
he means though when he's saying that.
Now, let's get to the nitty gritty. Cole said some very disrespectful stuff and try to take it back 2 days later. My whole point is, when can you say a lot of disrespectful stuff and then take it right back in 2 days? How many times can you have a straight, even if it's your man, even if it's your wife, like how much you can sit there and write all of this and say it all, put it out to the world, let it marinate, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? That was lame. No, Cole didn't say it was lame because Cole felt it was lame because Cole wrote that, mixed it, mastered it, put that out to the world, put it on his album. He put it at the end of his album. Might delete later. He did that.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't have thought it. How many times you put out something you thought was whack, Fliz? How many times you dropped something out that you thought was lame? I'm gonna tell you why he said it was lame, because the people said it was lame. Then he started to murder. He's like, I can't sleep. You know why he couldn't sleep? Because he kept going on Twitter and looking at everybody calling him this and that, saying, yo, you're bugging out. This is trash. They was calling it straight up trash. Now, I'm not gonna go as far as to say it's trash, but it wasn't as strong as it could have been. It had some lines and da da da. It wasn't whack. I don't know. Like people saying this, some people just
it was because I'm telling you, people was expecting.
They was expecting this.
Like,
they was expecting this
craziest
takeover
shit,
level, ether level, and it wasn't supposed to be neither one of those. It was a swing back, but at the end of the day, he didn't want to do it. He was remorseful from the time. It's about 4 times in that rhyme. He says, "I don't want to do this. I'm G Money with the tear when I'm shooting. When he's shooting, I'm Nino with the tear when he shoot G Money. I don't want to. I like Son. Da da da. All this little stuff talking about. He keep explaining that he like him. I don't want to do this, but if I'm push come to shove, I'm gonna do it. He keep explaining that, right? That's not how you going to. How many times Tupac said, "I really like Biggie. I really like him, but I'm gonna diss him anyway." No, you don't go into no diss like that. He went into a diss like, I don't really want to do it, then don't do it. Yeah. And that's why everybody's so pissed. You wrote a whole thing, but I know that he wrote it to sell that album. He wrote that like, yo, I got an album coming out. I'm gonna wait 2 weeks. He could have did that. He wrote it. He said he wrote it in 7 minutes, right? You could have put that out the same night.
That sounds like a half hour session.
You could have put that out the same night. Why you wait 2 weeks, attach it to the rest of your album, and it's on the same album with everything else, it drops together. Guess why? Guess why people do that?
Promote the album. To
promote the album. So when people say, oh, he's being a bigger man, really, is he? He put this out to promote his album. And then when people wasn't feeling it, it started making his stomach hurt. Oh, man, they ain't really feeling it. That wasn't an apology. That was an admission of defeat. He was like, man, that was the lamest thing I ever did because it was lame. Because everybody was saying it was lame. That's why he said it wasn't no apology. It was an admission of defeat. Kendrick, my chin is out. If you take your swing, I'm going to take. He already given up. It's 2 days later. You're supposed to be the greatest rapper in the world. You gave up. Fliz, if you listen, you just said, I respect him on a human level, yada, 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 right? Okay. But for the last 3 years, he been saying he dare a rapper to say something about him.
That's fact.
He dare a nigga. I dare rapper.
So all under the hip hop guys.
Yes. So no, it ain't no guys. If that's who you are, you claiming to be this bike riding tough guy. I'm a hip hopper. I'm a hip hop the monster. I'm Muhammad Ali. It's the big three. Me and but I'm the Muhammad Ali of this shit. Like, well, who better than Muhammad Ali? Nobody.
Here's the thing about it.
I'm gonna give you that Fliz. I'm gonna give you that Fliz. He been saying even as recent as first person shooter. This dude's talking about me and Drake pointing at each other like Spider-Man. Like, it's just me and him, Kendrick over there somewhere, but that's it. Out of everybody else, that's it. So guess what? This dude said, nigga, ain't no big three, it's me. and do something, sucker.
Shut it
And
down.
guess what he did? He came back. He came back, right? He been talking all this good shit. Yo, nigga, it's big. I'm the big three. Me and Drake and him. This guy. We all buddies. Da da da. Niggas do like I'm fuck with you. Neither one of y'all niggas.
Fuck y'all niggas.
Fuck both y'all niggas. What's up? I come and duff both y'all. And he's like, oh, he got his panties up. Like, yo, he waited 2 weeks, attached to his album. Then he coming like with all the rah. Oh, it's I got this rocket in my pocket. All this I'm gonna put you in a duffel bag, a body bag. I need to go get the lyrics because it's so disrespectful, right? I broke the lyrics down today. I was like, yo, this the dude we trying to give all this grace. Like, yo, leave him alone. He's trying to motivate the culture. He's bringing it up. He's uplifting it. This dude ain't lifting nothing. He just got beat. He beat himself. He punched himself in the face and he knocked his own self out because he put out a weak record that was not up to par. The people said it's trash. And he's like, you know what? You right. How many of y'all love Kendrick? Put your hands in the air. That's my dog. I never diss him again. I'm done dissing everybody. We back to peace and love. I'm that nigga, but I'm not going to be fighting nobody no more. Peace out, y'all. Dreamville. Right? So guess what? We are a council, my nigga. This is hip hop. You're not gonna just do it and then just walk off into the sunset and collect your coins. We gonna say something, right? I don't know about these new niggas, but we gonna say something. And I'm gonna say that shit was lame. First of all, imagine if Ice Cube put out no Vaseline and then 2 days later he said, you know what?
I'm sorry, guys.
I didn't mean that there was a white Jew telling you what to do. I'm sorry. But that's what Ice Cube said.
I know.
Right? So what I'm saying is this. Guess what Common did when West Side Connection came and dissed him? He said, I see the bitch in you. Right? He almost got his ass kicked for that, but he did it.
Stood on it.
Stood on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you, Mike, and I'm gonna say this last thing. As a rapper, this is a competitive game. You don't become a rapper if you're not competitive. And guess what J. Cole was for the last 3 years? After No Name checked him and said, listen, you ain't at the rallies, you ain't at the protests, when he really was. He said, you know what, this chick think I'm soft. She think I'm a conscious rapper. I'm gonna start eating everybody lunch. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna drop a feature on everybody lunch. I'm gonna eat everybody. Lil Durk, who had Lil Uzi Vert, freaking Lil Pump, everybody. I'm eating everybody, right? So then he goes, I'm gonna eat MCs, right? So guess what happened? He started talking that shit a little too much. He said it too many fucking times. And this nigga Kendrick said, you know what? First person shooter. These niggas spent $1 million on this video and they try to say my name with these corny niggas. Watch this. I'm gonna tear that whole shit down. Where Metro at? Metro's like, I got a beat, nigga. What the fuck? He said, I'll be right there. This nigga said, ain't no big three, nigga. It's just Big Meat, nigga. Bump. Do something. Guess what this nigga said? He wrote a whole shit. The 7-minute drill. He wrote it. Said it softly, meekly. Right? Then guess what happened? Everybody said, get that shit out of here. He said, you know what? You're right. It's all about Kendrick. Go ahead, Mike. That's why we mad. That's why hip hoppers is mad. It's goofy. You only folded because the people said it was trash. If everybody would have said, now imagine Drake would have did that.
Drake ain't doing that.
They would have said, this corny, light-skinned sucker.
Cole folded like Japan because his futons are fans. And, you know, and basically Kendrick told man, step like a pedestrian. Kendrick came in like Weapon X, like Wolverine, and said, you know what? I'm tearing all your shit. I'm tearing all y'all up. You too. You too.
He doesn't care. He's a machine, bro. But he just made this dude the god of rap. He's number one. Yeah. He's number one until Drake responded. He ain't gonna respond.
And the thing is,
you think Drake ain't responding?
No, Drake. If he does respond, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse than J. Cole's.
Yeah,
and that's just gonna add more fuel. Basically, you're taking.
I think Drake's gonna respond.
He might. But it's gonna be light jabs.
I was watching something. I don't know if it was Joe Budden.
I think he's gonna respond.
I was watching somebody's podcast
because
they think he's gonna respond
because he feels though he's, you know what I'm saying, you already know how Drake moving, so he's gonna respond, yo. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's
okay, well, let's see.
I feel like he is.
You could be right. I can't really call it with Drake because I was surprised when he responded to me.
Have you ever known Drake to let anything slide?
No. But
any hold grudges?
Well, let's be honest now. He ain't been right since Pusha.
And also, wait a minute, hold up. And it started prior to when Common called him Canada Dry. He didn't respond to that shit either.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
He did.
Stay
But
scheming.
all of Stay Scheming was a bunch of subliminals. Even Joe Budden thought it was about him. So let's be honest.
He didn't send no direct shots.
No,
No.
that's what I'm saying. It wasn't anything.
So he got to send a direct shot at Kendrick.
Because here's the thing. Drake knows he can't go up against no top-notch MC. I'm sorry to say it. And I'm not even going to, it's no hate. It's just a simple fact. You listen to someone's body of work and you know you're good, but you're
not that good.
You're not that good. You know,
I know what you mean.
You're right there. You know, you're right there, but you're not.
But this guy here?
Yeah. Because against, all I can say is I was expecting a little bit more, and it was like, now we all see that the fans have spoken, and that listen to this apology. And here we sit, the four of us, hip hop heads, old heads, whatever you want to call us, with our take and our views, and people having their their thoughts and their views about it. And a lot of people all bent out of shape, like, oh, I can't believe he went. Oh my God, he apologized. Well, listen, when you know that the battle is gonna eventually consume you, you can see it beforehand. Well, let me get ahead of this thing and say
He got ahead of it.
He threw the towel in.
He conceded. That's like a politician finally on election night. I'm conceding to defeat, and I am just going
That's
to
perfect analogy.
Wow.
I concede to my opponent. We fought the good fight. We did our best. Thank you all for coming out tonight. There's cookies in the back.
You know what's funny?
Cookies and juice.
I didn't hear that. Maybe I heard something different.
What you mean, Flizzy? Explain,
in
nigga.
his apology, I heard more of it was fucking me up to do this. I didn't hear I quit. I mean, I think we're painting that.
He quit the battle, Flizzy.
No, I get that. I get he quit the battle, but I think we're painting a narrative. He's saying I surrender. I more got from it. I'm done with this because my soul ain't right.
I think that was a smokescreen, but go ahead.
It could be.
Like done with what? Like just the beef in general?
The beef, yeah. I think the thing is, certain people are built a certain way because I'm one of them. I'm one of the people I can't be in all that wrapped up negativity shit.
But you wouldn't have did it in the first place.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what at.
I think
he wrote a whole thing shitting on this dude's career and his legacy.
He has to be accountable for that.
Eat it.
He has to be accountable for that.
That's why you just
but to some point, it's like I think you can stand on it a different way. Where it's like, I'm not engaging in this war no more. I'm good.
That's a fact.
This don't make me feel good.
But it don't give us we can still engage. We can still criticize you.
No, that's what I'm saying. He has to take accountability for stepping in that war. And he's feeling it now. But I'm like, I can't down any man for manning up like that and just saying, I don't want to pop. I'm going to take it on the chin. You call me what you want, but I'm going to live with that. So if he's willing to live with it, so be it. But hip hop heads are going to get at you. If he's willing to eat that,
get at him.
So
it's like that's you know what I mean.
Let me ask you all a question.
Yeah,
let's aside from hip hop, as men, have we all been in that situation where we just said the hell with it? I'm just gonna eat this shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then you got to listen to all the you should have dids and you should have dids. I think that's where J. Cole is sitting at right now. And I think, as you know, collectively, as you know, people that love the music, love the genre, we were like, come on, man, this is a hip hop battle. You know, you took it to another level. Kendrick was taken to a lyrical level, you know, and I think some of us we probably are interpreting. We're probably skewing some lines and trying to blend some things.
I think he got a little call like, "Hey, just understand what you just said and understand what you just did."
Yeah, he might have stepped into something he shouldn't have.
Yeah, we coming at you.
That's not because I'll be honest. Like,
wait, Fliz. Let me before you finish that thought. Yeah. You said he might have stepped in. See, we making excuses for this nigga. You said he stepped into something he should have. He been telling us for 3 years, nigga, don't play with me at all. Yeah, so how could he posed to step into that?
Because just like
already.
Check this out.
Talking that shit.
That's the hip hop monster. Just the way where guys we're putting this under the realm of this hip hop. You gotta understand the hip hop monster all the way around. You can't pick and choose which part of the monster you're gonna choose. Hip hop is bravado, like you said, it's competition. There's people who got somebody he gotta know is better than him, but he feeling himself because he got more cheddar than him. It's like you just say stuff because it's hip hop. We all do it. I don't think I'm like. I think I'm kind of nice. Let me stop lying. I kind of think I am nice like that, but it's like I'm sure there's somebody I can't battle. I'm not a battle rapper. but I'm not gonna talk as if I'm a back down from a battle rapper. Like,
Right
you know
there,
what I
you
mean?
just said you're
You
not
gonna
going to
stand,
back down.
But
Go
you
ahead,
gonna
finish.
stand on your shit though. Whatever you say.
If I come out and let's say, all right, the battle realm, the battle league realm, I give respect to those dudes. I can't stand face to face. You just start dissing your mom, your kids, and all. That's
battle
not
rap,
me.
That ain't this, though.
But no, I'm
Yeah,
just
that's-
giving an
that's just
example.
straight raw
That's
shit.
a realm I will not go into, and if I do, I have to accept the consequences of
What's
when
gonna
I
be
get
said.
the backlash.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, I might be like, well, I effed up. It was my ego because hip hop feuds. God forbid you look like a punk in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just not the thing to be.
It's like a death sentence.
Yeah, and so like it might fuel you. I gotta say something.
Can I tell you something though, Flizzy? It's not that he looks like a punk. You see what I'm saying? It's a way to deal with this. We all knew he was remorseful before he said it. He didn't want to do it. That's nobody's saying he's a punk for that. What the problem is? First of all, it's the narrative of the people in the social media realm saying that, oh, why can't you just let him apologize? He's trying to uplift rap. We don't look at it like that because the simple fact is, how many times did Jordan apologize for winning his championships?
Never.
Right? Does LeBron apologize when he come down and yam and put his nuts in somebody's face? Did you say, my bad, brother, I'm sorry, I'm never do that again? Like, no, he wants to put him in your face. He wants his nuts in your face. Right? How many times? Like, this is what it's saying. We keep giving him and I know what you're saying, Fliz. Not understand. We should be uplifting this.
No. See,
as humans,
a lot of we're using this woke kind of analogy. Uplifting.
But that's what the people saying.
I'm saying for me, I don't think J. Cole is trying to uplift rap with his apology. I think we're making this way too big because we want to take hip hop and merge it as if it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, take hip hop out of it. He apologized because he feels he effed up. That's just human shit. But unfortunately, he's in the realm of hip hop where you're going to be judged. You got to take accountability if you're going to be in that realm. That's what I'm saying. Like, so to me, I'm like, it's a man who apologized because he effed up. Like, so be it. To me, it's no bigger, no smaller. It no sweat off my back. You know what I mean?
So like, if he never responded, it would have just been either like whatever.
I'm going to continue to listen to all three of their music. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal for me. I'm like, oh, he apologized. Damn, bro, that's not gonna look good for you.
Can I tell you something? Can I say something that we haven't said today?
What we say?
That Drake
People
voice.
No, I'm gonna tell you what we haven't said. That there are other songs on that Might Delete Later where he's going at different people, including Kendrick. They've said that. So it's not even like it's not, and that album was done. That album was done before that record was even made. He had finished that album, so he already was coming, right? So what are you remorseful for? You've been dissing at these dudes. You've been throwing subliminals for years, and you finally made a record that you wanted to put out. How 2 days later you remorseful? I'm telling you what it is. The people said it wasn't good, so he was like, you know what? You're right. I feel lame because the stuff I was saying didn't make no sense. I'm dissing a man catalog that's almost impeccable. I'm trying to diss it. He said that in the apology. He said, I'm trying to find ways to diminish this man's catalog. He said it. So it's like, what the narrative is they making it like, oh, you won't let him grow. He made a mistake. Like Charlamagne goes online. He's like, yo, mental health, awareness, That's going
too big.
It's making it bigger than what. Yeah, that's what making me irritated because they making it like we're like Dragon Knuckle cavemen. No, fight now, blood. Like, yo, no, that's not what this is, bro. This hip hop. Imagine all the battles that we've seen, right? All the hip hop, this is what it is. This is not hip. First of all, hip hop is street music. It was created so that the gangs would start fighting each other in the streets. Right. They were fighting and killing in New York. They tried to figure something else out. They started doing hip hop, break dancing. They started having block parties. They started doing stuff. Rapping came later. Rapping became competitive. Everything we do is competitive. Basketball, whatever. If we start doing hockey, we're gonna be competitive. We competitive, bro. It is what it is. If you're not competitive, get off the court. What happened when the big boys come? So in the morning, little kids go down to the court. They can play. It's 10 o'clock, 11:30. The little kids get to shoot the hoop. And you're trying. Go try on. Guess what? When the big dudes come outside, what happened, Mike, when it's time to play? We go and run this whole court. Get out of here. Yep. Y'all little niggas move and take your ball. We balling now.
And they tell you, if you're gonna come out here and borrow with us, be prepared. You're gonna get roughed up.
You're gonna get roughed up. This ain't that. And they trying to make it into that, bro. This is not that. So they're trying to make it into some, oh, well, are you sorry about what you said? Then it's okay. Come over to the sideline, get some water. Like, this ain't that, bro. Niggas pushing you in the stands, get out of here, bro. And if you get mad, we can fight. What's up? So this hip hop, bro.
Yo,
Go ahead.
Child's Speech is brought to you by
Oh, that's that
The Corleone.
That's the
Screwball.
and pineapple.
And
juice.
pineapple. Salute.
Cheers.
I finished my green tea.
Salute.
This is a summer vibe. This is a summer drink all summer. Screwball and pineapple juice.
I'm just helping out. I didn't drink any.
Mike does not drink.
Right? Shout out to Southside Smoothie. I was there, and my man Eddie. We made a new kind of drink out of that
V was popping.
pumpkin shit.
I just was at Southside
Yeah,
Smoothie.
yeah.
I got the
go
what I
grab
get?
one.
I got the mango. They got a mango something. That joint was banging too.
But yo, if y'all go there, go get the pumpkin one, but get it with some spinach in it, no sugar, no cinnamon, and add mad ginger. So, but it's delicious and it's on some healthy time with vitamins and all that. Go try it. It's bang. Even Eddie who made it, he was like, yo, he said like, so shout out to them. But back
Word.
to go ahead.
Southside Smoothie was popping.
And that's we were talking about drinks, so I was thinking like I gotta shout them out.
What was y'all getting at though? Was y'all making a point before I went on a rant?
No, you good. Everybody's good.
Yeah, I'm like,
We
I think we knocked that subject
Yeah.
out.
Wait. But on the subject of Drake,
We should get some comments, bro.
yo, dog, it's so many comments.
Yeah, we've
bro.
been neglecting.
I
the
just been
comments.
showing them. I can't. It's so many. I
okay.
can't even. I can pluck a couple, but they going crazy. I just been showing them all. Yeah,
How the
bro.
game got away from the boss.
Yeah. Demetrius said that diss track was whack. This is what makes it worse. Yeah, Max said he's trying claiming to be the best. So listen, man, it's like now Drake right there. Now Drake does what Drake does, and I don't think. Let's be honest. I first of all, I was begging Cole not to respond. Like, please don't feed into this. You're not for this. This is not for you. You're a great rapper. You rap great. I like what you do. Please don't feed it. It's negative. You're right. It's negative, right? D1. Yeah, everything's negative now. It's negative. I get it, right? I was begging.
What D1?
D1 you don't know who D1 is? The dude out of New Orleans that's saying we need to elevate and uplift rap and gangster rap, brought rap down, like all this stuff, right?
Okay.
And if you've ever said a rhyme about a gun, you're the problem of hip hop. And if you've ever put anything violent in your rap, you're a problem, and you're the reason that whatever. So anyway,
Someone's told me that on one of my videos before. I don't even have guns, but I had this story. It was like, this dude is fucking up hip hop. So it's always like, some shit. Somebody always got to say some shit.
in the realm of hip hop, right? We have a Drake. Drake does what Drake does, and I have no problem with Drake because Drake is not doing pure. Most Def was right. Drake is a hip hopper. Most Def was wrong, but he was right. Let me just be honest. Most Def was wrong.
You know
Drake
what he
is
was saying, yeah.
Most Def is hip. Drake is hip hop.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Mhm.
Most Def was wrong the way he did it. He tried to clown him.
He said
But what he was
he
trying to
did
say is
shot
that he's
him.
traditional, yada yada. He's not like
Yeah,
whatever.
but he sound like an old angry.
He was wrong. In hindsight, he was wrong. But at the same time, Drake is not playing on the same level as a Jay-Z, as a Nas.
No.
They can't sing. They don't even try.
Mm-hmm.
They're not making ballads. They're not making booty shake music, right? Fliz makes that, and that's
I
fine.
got all that ballad stuff now. I got it in the repertoire.
Now I feel like to me, there are a lot of singing rappers. The dude from Far Side sings. What's his name? Slim Kid Trey. Most Def sings. Slick Rick will harmonize a lot. Grand Poobah. So it's not about that. But what Drake does is very calculated, is very formulaic. He's not going to risk his number one hits. You saw him put the 6 joints at the end after the joint was number one. Then he came back. He said he wrote that in a couple days or whatever. Yeah. He wrote the what was such and such 2. Scary Hours 2, right? That's when he put the hip hop stuff on there. Because he needs his number one first, so he's not going to risk that. He's going to do his hip hop stuff after da-da-da. And it still blew, right? And we liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't first person shooter on there, or is it on the next joint? First person shooter's on that? No, that's on the next joint.
It's on
that's not on that. I'm bugging. I don't know. Whatever. End of the day, I don't look at Drake. If Drake doesn't respond, it doesn't matter to me. He doesn't make his living off of barring and sparring, right? Because he doesn't go around saying, don't bar with me, don't spar with me. He just talks his talk and moves on.
Yeah.
And I really think Drake and Kendrick have a personal thing. I don't even think their thing is in rap no more. I think Kendrick raps at him because he's still rapping. So he takes his shots at him because he's a rapper. But I don't think they're doing the same. They're not even doing the same type of. Kendrick doing something else.
They're moving in different lanes.
Different lane.
Even Kendrick's live show is different.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his show, I was like, damn, I was amazed by that show. I was like, damn, I wish I was there. Like,
so, yeah. So if Drake don't respond, I would not ever care and hold it against him, because for one, I don't think whatever he says, only his fans gonna like it. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, so he really can't win. The only way I feel like Drake could beat Kendrick right now, and I was thinking about this, I said, if I'm Drake and I'm in Drake's team, how could you beat Kendrick right now? Mm-hmm. The very first thing I'm telling Drake, like, you gotta write a joint that's probably 5 minutes long. You got to do a joint that's so long we can't even. We got to listen to it 5 times to even decipher everything you're saying. It got to be like what Jay did last year with DJ Khaled. It got to be a Jay verse on Khaled where it just goes and goes and goes and goes over a dope ass beat, a nice soulful beat. He does that and just goes and he hits everybody that been talking shit for the last 3 years. Bang bang, like he don't just keep it on Kendrick. Just hit Future ass. Bang. Hit fucking Metro Boomin twice. Bop bop. Hit Kendrick 17 times. Then hit J. Cole. Hit J. Cole ass for being a bitch. Bop bop. Like nigga. Like just hit everybody twice. Boom. Everybody that said shit in the last fight. Hit Meek ass 2 times. Bop bop. Just cause he's standing over there. Like just hit everybody 5 minutes straight of terror. Just like nigga. Like just. Y'all
on some shit today.
I'm telling you.
He's on that other shit.
I'm telling you. Drake when he comes. Listen, Drake.
He's hyper aggressive today.
Drake gotta come. He gotta listen.
Hit Flavor.
He gotta hit everybody. And just like Kendrick dropped Melly Mel, like he gotta hit everybody. Throw a straight at Eminem, just cut, just anybody. Just hit Benzino, just hit everybody. Just make it all just lay waste to rap. And then that's the only way they're gonna say, you know what?
He said off the backboard.
You know what? Drake might be all right.
And then when you do all that, Drake, apologize. Because that ain't right, yo. You got he gonna be on say, all right, look, I like everybody. Look, I like, you know.
My bad. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm sorry, guys.
Bring it back to life.
And then we can come back on this podcast and talk about that shit.
You're right. Max said first person shooter is on for all the dogs, so it wasn't on the one I was talking about. That is the one I was talking about.
Somebody said Scary Hours 3 right there.
Scary Hours 3. I'll say Scary Hours 2. My bad. Scary Hours 3 was what he dropped.
All right.
On the end of For All the Dogs, if I'm not mistaken, I'm bugging out. But no, I like the songs that he put. I like them 6 joints. They was hip hop, rada. And I'm not one of these people that's like, you should always. I want more rapping from Drake. He's already told you.
Fade anymore.
What'd he say?
Drake can't duck the fade anymore.
Who said that? Let me see. Demetrius said that. Hey, listen, it's a schoolyard. Did I told y'all the story about my brother?
He at least gotta address the shit.
I told y'all my brother in Columbus when I was young. Every time he saw Columbus, they had the fist fight. Like we could be walking to the store. We coming home from the store. He have a bag. We have 2 bags of groceries. He saw Columbus. He had to drop it, and they just bop. So sooner or later, I guess Drake gotta just fight this dude. It is what it is.
He's like, nigga, just because I'm light skinned don't mean I won't fight you, bro.
Facts.
Remember, Jay himself. He didn't acknowledge a lot of people dissing.
But Jay would circle the block though.
He would.
He would circle the block. He'd be like, and for all these other. All y'all other niggas throwing shots at Jigga, you only get half a bar. Fuck y'all niggas. That took out 25 niggas. It took out Jada. It took out It took out Fat Joe.
Oh, wait, no one took out Jada. Jada has never suffered.
No. It's not a defeat. But after he said that, he said, "You want to know? I'm talking to all of y'all. Like it's like, listen, all of y'all. Like so. Then it was like everybody's like, who we talking about? Say my name." He said, "All y'all. What's up?" And after I think that's when. To be honest, and a lot of people might not agree with me, that's when Jay became Hove after Takeover. Because a lot of people, I don't know if y'all remember at the time before Takeover, the entire New York was shitting on Jay. The entire New York. Every rapper in New York was dissing Jay. Everybody was throwing shots. And when that joint dropped, it changed the landscape. Go ahead.
But look at later on the beef CDs, even 50 Cent said, like, yo, Jay don't engage no more.
Yeah.
Like, cause there was a lot of rappers.
Well, he did.
A lot of the rappers, like I was saying on the street sweeper joints, there was a lot of like Philly rappers coming at him, and there was a point. Jay-Z just like, I think he was just like, I'm the big dog. I'm not gonna.
But I don't even
He became Hov though after Takeover. All that's after
and
Takeover.
What I'm saying, I think Drake might be looking at himself as too big of a dog to like.
Nah.
Or maybe not. But I don't think let's say if I'm Drake and I'm at that level, I'm not responding to you. I'm just telling you straight
You
up.
definitely can't.
I'm like, I'm not responding to you guys.
What this reminds me of is like Godzilla. All these titans,
Mhm.
you know.
Banging movie, by the way. That
Yeah.
shit was fire. That last shit was
Yeah.
fire. Yep.
You know, but that's kind of like how Godzilla went down there into the Arctic and took out who was that? You know, it's like it's pretty much Titan going after Titan, but there's always that one Titan that's like, look,
I ain't even fucking with y'all.
I got bigger fish to fry, you know.
Yep.
So you know, I'll let you all fight it out, and then when the smoke clears and the dust settles, we could talk maybe. And then again, I might be moving in a whole different lane, something totally different that you can bring my name up. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I may circle the block, but hold on, let me check my.
He said, hold up, no caviar on the 2-piece.
Yep. I'll see you later.
That's the quiz flow.
That's
Y'all
a
don't even know
good
that went over your
question
head
on the screen, fellas.
By what's her name? Nika?
Nika says, why do you guys think Drake doesn't need to respond? This is hip hop, and if you're going to be a part of the culture, then be a part of the culture. This is about legacy, not money. Mike, what do you think? Does Drake have to respond?
I think at this point
he gotta
has
respond.
He cannot duck this anymore. I think if he ducks it,
We can't talk that shit no more.
Yeah, that's why he said
Shout out to
Jake's,
Allie.
basically Drake's ducking the fade.
Yeah, because the thing is,
He's like Meek. He's like Meek Mill right now.
I'm gonna say
He don't want to fight
again.
Homeboy.
Nope.
For $2 million.
Nope.
Who?
Like nigga,
His boy?
Academic.
Oh,
what?
Academic wants to fight him. He don't want to fight him.
Academic wanna
fight him.
academic saying that because he know he ain't gonna do it.
Shit.
Listen, I'm
Meek
then
looking
guess what
crazy
Meek-
out here.
Guess what Meek should have did? He should have took the fight.
He should have took, but Meek looking crazy out here.
Look, I'm just gonna say Drake can't duck this.
I'll be honest, if I'm Meek, I ain't respond no for. I got too much shit going on the Diddy side of things. I'm not responding.
No,
Nobody
he
about
try,
me.
that's why you need to fight. You don't want to.
Yeah.
He trying to take that off of him. They got a whole audio talking about, take that.
Yeah.
And then you straight dudes that listen to that for more than 4 seconds.
Meek Mill
I
has to
question
back
you.
out of. You know that Simpsons me when he fades in the bushes.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what Meek Mill need to do from the public eye. Like, oh, let me just fall back a little bit. Like,
You take no contest, no bookings, no nothing.
for real, Meek gotta just fade away. Like, all right, I don't want nobody talking about me for a good
Nah,
few
but
months.
check this shit. Real
Go
shit.
ahead,
I was just in Atlantic City, right? The realest shit I seen. I was at the concert. Rick Ross, Jeezy, Freeway, PD Crack, Remy Ma, who else was there? The Lost Boys. But anyways, right? After Freeway got up the stage, they played the Meek Mill anthem. Dude was like, "Is it cool for us to play this?" The crowd sounded like they was about to stop. Boo! Freeway shut that shit down. Real shit. I was so in shock, I didn't even get a chance to record the shit because I was like, "Oh shit!" Like basically, he was like, "Nah, y'all ain't gonna do that to my nigga." You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. He said, y'all shouldn't be believing all this bullshit. Yada yada, all this other shit. But I was like, he stood up for him.
There it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? But when he stood up for him, that whole arena,
Went
they
nuts.
were saying that whole shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The whole
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
You know what I'm saying? That shit got that day out. The whole arena, that shit was rocking.
Don't nothing get it amped like that though.
Yeah,
that's
Meek,
a
Meek
fact.
at one point he was fire, but you know what I'm saying, what they saying? Drake too much of what?
His weird ass. He only
His
exists
weird
in
ass,
the
he
world
only exists in the world
academic.
star.
Let's
Yo,
not
Allie,
talk
Allie's
about
talking
Meek
mad.
Luther
See,
King.
I love that,
She's
Allie.
talking shit.
Allie's my homegirl. Don't say it. She's talking that big talk. She talks shit in real life too, by the way. It's not just on the internet, right?
Max said Drake too much of a star now. His fans going to defend him either way. Drake don't care about music or the culture anymore. Yes and no.
I
I
think
think
it's
he
both
still
sides.
care.
I'll say this. I
He
thought
still
about
care.
that on the way over here is that he'll brag more about I got my plane, I got this, I got that. Okay, that's cool. But are you going to be man enough to respond? This is hip hop.
Yeah.
I say he got to respond, yo.
Remember when Shaheem and Noriega had their little thing, and Nori was like, Nori did a thing. He goes, I'm not responding. He showed himself living a good life. He goes, I wake up to this now. Like, you know what I mean? So he was like, I'm not responding to Shaheem the Rugged Child, but he brought him on the show. Like, it was like, yo, I think Drake is Champagne Poppy. I don't think, you know what I mean?
So
You saw the video Drake just put out.
I'm on an island right now.
Yeah, I think
don't
he's
even know what
Champagne Poppy.
Yeah.
It's like Shannon Sharp says something dope. You can't get yourself up to go to practice, get aggressive when you're sleeping on satin sheets or something like that.
Ooh,
It's
that's a
harder. It's harder when you're like,
Mhm.
you don't got that hunger and drive. It's like,
Yo, you ain't got the hungry no more. You know, you don't. It's like,
I made it.
Yeah, I made it. Exactly.
Mhm.
Yo, I can't remember how it went when Common did Soul Power. You know, you listen to that opening verse, and it really was like, okay, damn, you addressing the current state of hip hop.
Mhm.
You know, as Shannon Sharp said, you can't get up for practice if you're sleeping on them sheets.
Yeah, it's hard to get up for that shit.
Yeah, because I made it, and that's why I have a problem with this. Because it's like, if you claim to be the king of this thing,
Then you
Right.
then you got to go back to the trenches.
yeah.
Now, can I tell y'all something? What
To
they're
go to the
saying?
P- go back to the PJs and the
Every-
pissy hallways.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Get back to that.
Yep. Hey,
Shadow
but-
box in the hallway.
And remember,
Right.
every
You know what I'm
king,
saying? Sign your name and graffiti on the hallway.
Facts.
You know what I'm
every
saying?
king,
Smoke some blunts and roll some dice in the hallway. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But every king has
Get
his
that
reign,
feeling back.
and then they die.
So you know what the other narrative is too? Can I tell y'all that same note? And I'm gonna address that. This Demetrius McDowell said Drake cannot go to any more battles if he don't battle. What the narrative? And I read this narrative yesterday.
He's not in battle mode.
What they're trying to do, like when I said D1 and people like that, they're trying to say we don't need battles at all no more anyway. They're trying to remove battles from hip hop. With this narrative with J. Cole apologizing, they're like, good. We don't need that anyway. Hip hop needs to evolve beyond battles. Two black men dissing each other is antiquated, it's ancient, it's old school, it's Neanderthal.
Mhm.
That's where they're going with this. They're trying to make it where if you do battle, then you are out of touch and they're going to move past you. That's what D1 said, literally said the other day. He said,
So
you
it's
don't
like-
understand
so it's
this,
like
we're going to get
watering
left
down
behind.
sports. It's like watering down sports, basically.
Yeah.
Like the way we watch ball. Come on, we watched the ball when they was balling in the 80s and 90s. That was like a grudge match. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now it's sort of like, oh, you can't touch him. I scratched him. Foul.
That's a
Like,
good.
you know what
That's
I'm
a good. I think everything evolved because of analytics.
Yep.
It's like when you find out what's more efficient to do, like even rap. Now, like a few years ago, Lil Yachty studied that just certain noises with vowels can sell way more records than a Hot 16.
That's fine.
And-
That's true.
Yeah,
That's facts.
That's
it's a
facts,
study.
yeah.
People, your brain
Yeah,
is
nah,
geared.
And you
for
know who
Yeah.
said that, and it was true, was Designer. He said it's all about vowels, like
the vowel sound, and it
and it's
does
how
something
you
to the
say
human
stuff.
brain, yeah.
Yeah.
So there
That's
was
why they
another
repeat
dude-
the stuff over and
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, and there's another dude who just said, I just watched. I wish I remember what I just watched this within the week, and he said, if you want, he said he sells internationally to people who don't even speak English because people in China, if you say something rhythmic, they'll say the rhythm with you, even though they don't know the word. But if you just rap a 16, they're not buying your shit because I can't understand you
Facts.
vocally. So people around the world, you can get them with a melody. So that's analytics. So just like sports, everything changed because analytics, like, oh, I can make money just by going
Yeah.
with some auto tune, and
Yeah.
it's like,
But also, you know what killed hip hop too was the fact that when people were able to see the sound scan numbers, that's when it became, yo, such and such did this in a
Facts.
week.
yeah, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
When the public was able to see it,
Yup.
you're saying,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because back in the day, you didn't really know unless
You did
down
know.
the line where it was like, oh, this one went platinum, this one went gold. You're like, wait, how many albums is that sold? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now you gotta feel, oh shit, that's 500,000.
Now you got all you gotta do is go to academics
That's
page.
amazing,
He's
yeah.
releasing all the
He's
first week
releasing
numbers every
everything.
week.
Such and such did this. And that's another
Meek Mill sells 3,000 first week.
Mhm. That's, personally, I can't. That to me is like a lot of these. I'll say this: a lot of these folks promote a lot of the BS behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That D1 dude, they gave him a
I looked this
platform.
dude up. Who was the guy? You can't name this guy. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
I'm surprised Flizzy don't know who that
I
is.
don't know neither.
But,
Because he was coming at a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He was in a lot of
Yeah.
beef for the last 3 months. He came at Rick Ross.
Okay.
He's just coming at different people.
And
You
then
probably
he
had
came
a
at Jim Jones too, right?
Jim Jones. He went at Jim Jones hard,
Yeah.
and he didn't he release the
Oh,
album.
I know it's homie. Oh,
Yeah.
I do know who he is. All right, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
and what gets me is I know it's a trend, man. It's like, okay, artist comes out first, they got the low pro haircut, they're this plain Jane dude.
Mm-hmm.
Second album, the hair's a little bit longer. They take a little hiatus, then they come back. They got locks, and now it's all peace and love, my brothers. And I want to say that chair over there is great because it is transitioned and it's moved over to a new state of things.
Facts.
And then it's like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute.
Like, where's the nigga from the project?
Yeah.
Anybody got any beet juice?
First of all, we should be drinking healthier. Let's not do that. We should be drinking healthier.
I can roast like what? But my ass love beets, yo. I'm one of them old.
So first of all, for me to drink beets, I gotta have. So I got a juicer out there. So I gotta juice. I'll juice beets, but it gotta have pineapple, orange, apples. I can't just be drinking beets straight up. My mom used to love some beets, but
I love beets. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them dudes, man. I love veggies. Get at me.
Yo, listen. What was we talking about?
We talking D1.
D1, and
I do know who that dude is now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you see what I just showed you though.
Oh, about
Homeboy
was it about
Homeboy basically took a deal.
took a deal on Diddy's son?
Nah.
What was it about?
The drug move.
Read it.
It's,
The white kid?
Yeah, he took.
So
Yeah.
TJ said that he was showing me an article or breaking news that Diddy's drug mule flipped and took a deal. So allegedly, but we all know that Diddy in trouble. Diddy know he in trouble.
He know he in trouble
Because he knew that dude was gonna fold.
Yeah.
He knew he was
I
gonna
just did
fold.
a podcast about this Sunday night.
No, I can't find it.
And the title of it is called Quiet on Set. I took it right from the HBO documentary.
Nickelodeon, and
Yeah.
we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tied the whole Diddy thing into the whole Nickelodeon thing. My thing is with that is okay.
Damn,
So everybody's coming at Diddy's neck. And I had to explain to people.
Yep.
The reason why they're coming at him ain't about him being a quote quasi homosexual in his wild parties. It's the fact that if you are transporting kids over state lines, I mean kids who are underage, that is sex trafficking.
Yep.
If that's what he's doing.
If that's what
If
he's
that's
doing.
what he's doing.
If that's what he's
They're
doing.
trying to say he's doing.
If you're drugging them.
Is that what he's trying to say he's doing?
Yeah, all of that shit.
Well, matter of fact, Aubrey O'Day from Dandy Kane said this dude was at one point talking about basically hoeing us, getting us drunk, drugged up, and just letting everybody fuck on.
Wow.
That's big. Damn.
That's crazy.
And Gene
Deal said it. Gene Deal said that too.
Mark Curry, in fact, Gene Deal.
Mark Curry, they're all saying this
Gene
shit.
Deal just told a story.
It's funny
about,
that G-Dep just got out of jail too.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild shit, bro.
Gene
Salute
Deal was
to
talking about how
G-Dep.
he brought his girlfriend and her friend to a party. They disappeared. He said, "I'm kicking doors down. They didn't give a fuck what was going on. I'm looking for my girl." He said, "Get out to the parking lot, find her and her girlfriend in the car." I was like, "What happened?" She said, "We had a couple of sips of some champagne. We felt a little dizzy. We walked out to the car." And he said, "Yep, I knew." He said, "Yeah, they put something in the drinks." So if you've been, and that's what I was talking about the whole thing with that shit there with Diddy being known for years as someone who has done some foul shit.
Very foul, yeah.
I did talk about Quiet on Set with basically, Dan Schneider. You want the only thing you weren't doing was drugging kids, but you on the Diddy level. You getting close to it.
And they can't pin nothing on them.
They can't put nothing on them
because nobody will talk.
Well, people are talking now. Or who was it?
That's why I said that documentary opens up. They don't even need the people because once they got the documentary, it's like
some people still didn't talk. He's the one that they still fuzzy. They got the other two.
Well, Jeanette McCurdy, I forgot what show she played on.
Cat, and she was on Cat, and
she wrote the book and was naming names, and that's what opened this up. But the Me Too movement really, that's when the Nickelodeon was like, look, we don't want you around here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pay you what you really ain't worth. We're gonna give you a $7 million check. We want you to ride off into the sunset.
But he's still working, ain't he?
No.
He's not working?
No.
So he's just sitting on his money and letting it whatever?
Yeah. He can't get a job.
Okay. I thought he was working somewhere.
Nah, all the stuff that's
coming. I don't think touching that.
They're not gonna hire him.
Okay.
But all he's probably living off of because he executive produced shows and stuff like that.
I'm sure he got checks. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Plus whatever you said they did, they wrote him off like take this big bag and be on your way. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like once that documentary, they got enough to use.
Man, the Drake Bell thing alone.
That was crazy.
Well, and the thing is, Brian Peck, that one of the kids from one of those shows, all of that with the new cast was like, he had us come out to the house and he's showing us pictures of a picture that John Wayne Gacy painted and sent to him, and then she pulls out the letters.
Cracks.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, if I'm a parent, like, first and foremost, we're wrapping this party up.
Mm-hmm.
You all
Them parents wasn't wrapping parties up.
no. Now except for the black parents were like, oh,
The black parent, the mom, she got him fired.
Yeah.
She got him fired.
But
she protected her child. But that's not the only parent that protected it.
No.
It was Drake's dad.
Drake's dad
was trying to protect him, and he wasn't.
You know what, man?
He
got pushed away.
Because he got pushed away.
The guy got in between them. Yeah.
That's
You know
basically what happened too.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm as a human being, what broke me was seeing that man break down, and really after finding out it was his son.
He had no idea.
Yeah, he didn't have no idea.
He said, "I'm glad he didn't get his hands on you." He did get his hands on you.
That right there is when I had to actually I had to stop it and come back to it, because I'm like, I'm not going to get into. I just know what I experienced as a father, and knowing how I felt and not being able to get at dude. You know, so there's a lot like that. That right there was like, how am I gonna? You know, for me, the best therapy was to do a podcast about it.
You know what's crazy about that, Mike? I can't watch episode 4. I'm not watching no more. It's so. So I watched 3 of them, and I had to watch them in pieces. I watched the first one. I'm like,
I watched the first 2.
This joint just it's like
one
it's very low vibration. It's awful. Like what they doing to these people.
Yeah.
And then I watched. I had to like a couple days. Like I was watching it with my niece. My niece watched it. Right. She was watching the first one with me. And some parts I got like it's crazy. Like this is awkward to watch with her because she's young. So then, but she's grown enough to understand everything that's happening. So we watched that. And then the next day, my niece was like, Theo, I'm all set with that. She said, I got enough of it. I get it. So I can't watch no more of that. And that was one episode. That's when they were just starting to tiptoe into it, talking about the how he was treating the women and it gets way worse. And with the Drake thing,
reading the papers, it was showing all oh man, it was like at one point. I mean, I'm not even gonna say it on here. I'm not. I'm gonna respect your show. I'm gonna respect your show, but it took me back to 2014, 2015. Now I had to deal with something on a personal note, and
triggered you.
Oh, man! To know that feeling of that, the adrenaline starting to surge, and you have that feeling of that superhuman feeling. It was like, yeah, this ain't no eclipse coming. This is I want.
You want all the smoke.
My sons might be watching this show, and I don't want them to think because the smoke is cleared and the dust is settled, but it doesn't matter. If you're a parent and you broke up with your ex and she moves on and marries somebody that everyone's telling her, hey, there's something a little suspect about your future husband, but you don't want to believe him because you're going to sit up there and tell your ex he's jealous. Why am I going to be jealous? Why? But long story short, I did a podcast about it. Y'all can go check it out. It's on Spotify. It's on
tell them the name of it.
It's called Minding My Black Owned Business. That's the name of the podcast. And the name of the episode is Quiet on Set. I've been watching him since he was involved with the incident.
Oh, they were talking about Diddy.
Yeah, but people though, because on that documentary that they talking about, what she talking about right there, right?
Cavino,
yeah. What are you talking about, right? So on that documentary, she said that she got ratted out by one of Diddy's security people.
Who got ratted out?
The madam chick that he's talking about.
Oh, the madam chick. Hold on, what did he say? Oh, Feds have been watching him since he was involved with international madam from Sweden. Okay.
Yeah, homegirl. There's a whole
documentary. Oh wow. See, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. She was like
the hip hop, like, know what I mean, like, but basically, like, she was, and the documentary is saying that somebody from Diddy's security team is part of the reason why she got snatched up.
Wow. You know what's crazy is they got something on his son now, allegedly. That now they got the son.
Yeah, they got him on tape too. There's audio of him.
But you got to think, if you're seeing your dad act crazy at these parties, and you've been seeing this for years, you're gonna think you can do anything. And not only that, even if you didn't see your dad, you know that your dad feel like he can do anything he want. He giving you everything in the world. He telling you, you're seeing him treat his staff. You're seeing how he treat everybody. You're gonna do the same thing. It's something. It's just natural. Kids are watching you even when you think they're not watching you. Like my grandson, I'll say something, he'll just say it. You know what I'm saying? He's one and he'll just say it, like repeat it. I'm like, oh, stop. You know what I'm saying? It's like your mannerisms, how you talk and walk that. They want to be just like you. So his son seeing him act probably like an asshole. We seen Diddy act like an asshole when he live in the house with him.
Well, let's talk about Diddy beating up the trainer at UCLA when his son was playing for UCLA.
Hit him with the cowbell. I mean, the dumbbell. What was it?
A dumbbell.
What was that?
Kettlebell?
Kettlebell.
Yeah. Either way, that's
How you hit a man with a kettlebell?
That's some wild shit, bro.
That's actually designed to hit him all. You have a kettlebell.
I know that's designed to kill him.
Yeah.
That's designed to kill him.
For real. You can really do some damage with a kettlebell.
I can't imagine you living through that. Be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, he gave him the Acme Aqueous lump.
Yo, if that hits you anywhere, anywhere,
That's causing damage. Yo.
that's causing lifelong damage, bro.
Yo, and like you said, man, his son been watching him act like a complete fool. And here's the thing, right? Everybody's loving Gene Deal. But hey,
He been saying this for 15
He been
years.
saying this for years.
but you know
bro.
what though? You are a part of it too, because out of your own mouth,
That's true.
you said we chased girls down and had to bring them back.
Oh, he said that.
Oh.
Yeah, he said that in
That's
the
crazy.
So then he was doing his job and he was a part of this shit
Yeah.
too.
so they're gonna get you.
But he
too.
said he's gonna testify.
Yep.
If they ask him, he's gonna tell them everything that he knows about Diddy's character, things that he's seen Diddy do
They
to
definitely gonna ask
homegirl.
him because he's been one of the first people
In
to
the
really
forefront.
speak out in the
Talking about
forefront.
he beat up what was it, Misha?
Yeah.
Beat the brakes off of her. They said Diddy beat her so bad she was hiding under the car.
Let's talk about Diddy, bro. Like, what makes you this? So, like I said last week, I said we used to think Diddy was the victim in the Suge Knight,
No,
and
Diddy's
now we
a
realize
savage.
Diddy was
He's
the
a savage,
antagonist.
man.
Like, I mean, he at one point at first, yeah, Suge was like probably was muscling him, and he probably like, you know what?
Even
But then
Suge
he-
lining shit up right now
Yeah.
on his podcast.
Yeah,
He's it's just crazy right
Suge getting new life from this internet.
She was getting the deal.
now. Yeah,
He
I don't
getting
know
new
what
life from
he's-
this internet.
He's like, you know what? Like, fuck y'all niggas trying to kill me. Like, he's talking his shit on his last episode.
Yeah,
So
I ain't hear.
He's like,
I didn't know Sugar was like doing shit like that. Right
nah,
now.
yo,
Yeah.
he's like, nah, fuck that. Y'all niggas trying to kill me. Y'all niggas you took me away from the bread. You like he understood.
I mean,
what the
let's
fuck
be
they really
honest
did.
though. Like Suge did his own. He,
He
did
did his own
himself
shit,
low
too.
key.
But he's
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
he's like, fuck y'all niggas. Like, these niggas trying to kill. That's what he's on. He's like, these niggas really trying to kill
Yeah.
me
Did y'all
multiple
see-
times.
Suge messed up a $300 million infrastructure, a corporation.
That's a
Death
fact.
Row should still be to this day. That should
One
be
of the-
right
one
there
of the-
with
yeah,
Def Jam. Like
Def Jam,
Suge
Bad Boy,
blew
all
it,
that.
bro.
Even-
Let's be
even
honest.
with the bad, like even with Bad Boy, like you know what I'm saying, like they have a legacy, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Death Row, like come on, that's a core part of hip hop, bro.
All they had.
Yo,
to
did
know
y'all
what I'm
see
saying?
how Mace was talking about how he kind of escaped because he quit?
Yeah,
And back in that, I like that little like snippet. I thought
Yeah.
snippet.
Mhm.
It's kind of it made me
was
think
telling.
like the Bad
he
Boy
was right,
artists
though.
are like there's a history of like bad shit happening to Bad Boy artists.
In fact, Godfrey was talking about that on his, and he was talking. You know, he did Jada's voice. He said, "You know, he told Puff give us the masters and shit. And give it back and shit wasn't worth shit, nigga." You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what people don't understand. Some of that publishing and all that. That's why everybody's selling that stuff. Like they used to tell us, they feed it in your, they beat it in your head. Own your masters, own your
Yeah.
masters. Now, guess what? Half of these RZA sold it, Wayne sold it, Justin Bieber sold it. And they selling these masters
I'll
because
take
they
that 500 million right now.
they not
Like,
giving
know
you
what I'm saying? That's
nothing.
basically what they on.
Yeah.
Like fuck it, take this 500 mil and leave this to the kids type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Katie in the building. We ain't heard from Katie all night. I think this is her first comment. Says, I don't. Diddy was considered corny. I don't like his songs were huge, but not with the people who are really with the culture.
See,
So that's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But at the same time, this it's like you know what Diddy's like low key like your weird ass uncle or cousin, right? That you like. He come and you know he live in the suburbs. He got a big ass house. The lawn is cut, is fresh. He
Yes.
got a nice car.
Mhm.
Like you can't ignore him.
That's
Like
fancy.
hi Uncle Jack. Like you know what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
give him a look. You let him kiss you. Like you know he's weird and whatever. But at the same time, you can't ignore him because he's coming in. He's
coming,
flashing. He handing out
the
$20
big
bills.
With the,
You
with
know
the,
what?
He got the cooler.
But you know,
He
Diddy-
coming to the cookout with all the meat.
Yeah, that's the uncle you definitely fuck out of.
Yeah, right.
He got a
Take
bushel
all
of
that
crabs.
shit.
Everybody, my DC people know about that.
Yeah, I know.
My DC people know whoever coming with the crabs got the money. He coming with a whole bushel of crabs, bushel of shrimps, bushel like he got 5 cases of beer. Then you got to respect him because he the party.
You know what though? Diddy has always been Clive Davis's little boy.
Oh, see, I didn't. Go there.
Don't get us. Don't get us.
See, no, I won't go there.
You know
Wait
what?
a minute. No.
Hey, look, I ain't got no alcohol on me, so I'm just gonna talk this shit anyway.
Let's
But
go.
Diddy has always been Clive Davis's little boy.
They saying that.
And I go back to the DJ Quick story. When DJ Quick flew out to New York to go talk to Clive Davis, he said he's out there waiting. He said, door opens up. Here comes Diddy pulling his pants up. Told me, hey, nigga, you next.
Yikes. Who? What? Say what? Hold on. Say that again.
Quick. When DJ Quick was going to sign with Clive Davis's label, because he was still doing the music. He's still doing music. He's doing more of the mastering and the engineering aspect of it. But he said he went to go meet with him. He said, here comes Puffy out there pulling his pants up. Told him, nigga, you next. He said, nah. I told him, no, nigga, I ain't that kind of party. He said, that's why I got blackballed, because I talked about it. Everybody knows shit. They're trying to link Diddy to Whitney Houston's murder. Saying
they're trying to link Diddy to so much shit right now.
Whitney Houston's
it's
murder.
Crazy. Michael Jackson. They're trying.
How?
Well, because the story goes with Clive Davis and Whitney Houston. He said when Whitney was when she was like getting high, he would call Puffy and say, "Come beat her ass," and just beat her up. I'm like, you can't believe
what?
Here. You can't. There's a lot of
beat her ass for what? To straighten her up, to get her off, stop being high.
I just guess
because to keep her in line type of shit.
Because there's a lot of shit you got to look at. You got to look at how evil this shit is. Clive Davis is even linked to. Oh yeah, who was that? What singer is that committed suicide? Oh, what was her name?
Oh, Patrice Rushen.
Nope.
Phyllis Hyman.
Yeah, Phyllis Hyman.
There's
a lot of shit that you look at, and then you look at how Puff actually got out of that whole shit in '91 with everybody getting trampled. Who came into the scene? Clive Davis.
Cut the check.
But also, who was also there to kind of intercede? He ain't there no more. The Black Godfather himself, Clarence Avon.
And then that's crazy that how they people ran up in the crib and like, you know what I'm saying? Like
killed his wife.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, yo, there's mass security over there. You know what I'm saying?
So to me,
and then all of a sudden he had a stroke or all of a sudden,
Jaguar Rice said now he's over there playing in the soup. Damn. Jesus Christ. And and the thing is, you listen to a lot of what she says. It's like at first you think
that she's bugging, right?
Right,
but a lot of shit that she says is really popping off right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much shit to it. Even now they're saying, "Hey, look, Jay's got to be careful because now they're going after Jay-Z next."
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Let me just clarify this. That's the internet.
That is the internet.
I feel like that's a lot of Jay-Z people that don't like Jay-Z because it's been the consensus for the last month has been, where's Jay-Z? Jay-Z's next. There's no evidence, but they're trying to link it to Diddy because some of these people just don't like him. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you.
That's true too.
It's true. I mean, that's how I look at it. As you know, we do podcasts, so you read a lot. There's a lot of stuff that comes across. You're like,
suspect.
Suspect. Like I'm not gonna even put this on my podcast so you can go live about it. But you start to see things, and if you get bored and you start connecting dots, it's
they make sense. Like,
wait a minute, hold up. Hey, 2 + 2 does equal 4, but according to Fred G. Sanford, 2 + 2 carry the 5. It's that new math. It kind of makes you feel a certain way, but I just think back to to the whole original thing is if this man was really taking underage kids over state lines and taking them to parties and stuff, that's not a good look. That's not no. Katie,
I don't know if Fox. He wasn't messing with Foxy at 14. She said
that's what they were saying too.
That Jay was messing with Foxy at 14. Let's just be honest. I'm going to play devil's advocate. If I'm Jay-Z at that time, with all these girls around, why would I sleep with this young chick? Right? You understand? Like people wanted to be whatever, and unless I'm a pedophile, unless I'm something like, you know what I'm saying, just not a good person. But at the same time, she's never said nothing. She would have been at this point in her 40s. At this point, she would have been like, Jay did me dirty. Something would have came out. When the Me Too movement, everybody was spilling everything. Right. Yeah. She still ain't say Jay did nothing. So I'm just gonna be like this. Out of everybody in hip hop, there are 2 guys that we've never heard nothing crazy from. One is Nas, even though Khalees did say Nas tried to beat her ass.
Khalees was talking reckless.
I ain't gonna say it's reckless, but that's what she was saying. But I don't put it like this: I don't know. And at the end of the day, Jay-Z, only thing we got on him is that Beyonce is said she made a whole album called Lemonade. and Becky with the good hair. That's all we know. That Jay-Z. That's all we got on
She
Jay-Z.
was just talking about the same shit on the Cowboy album.
She was.
Yeah. with
She
Dolly
still talking about
Parton.
Becky.
No, with Dolly Parton, because you know she did redid Dolly Parton song. The I forgot the name.
Jolene.
Yeah, Jolene. Yeah, she redid that joint. In the beginning of that, she basically Dolly Parton did a little shot like. I mean, she got a little somebody like that too.
Oh, that's funny.
And
I
it
see
goes
now. I
into
gotta
the
go listen
song.
to.
That's what I told you. You listen to the album, man?
I'm bugging out. I just haven't been. No, I've been this J. Cole thing. I just been listening to all. I got to keep up with all this nonsense going on with these goofy ass rappers. So I haven't been able to sit down and listen to anything. But she got the #1 album. Like she did her thing with this country thing.
Yo, people are pissed. Like country lovers.
Yo,
are
country lovers
pissed.
are pissed. But not only that though, she got all of the top black country artists that they was trying to keep like under the loops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That gives them exposure.
They're all on her album. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
That is
Yeah.
dope. That's dope
know
as
what?
fuck.
I'm gonna say,
And not only that, like there's songs on there where it's like, oh shit, like Beast talking and shit, like you know what I'm saying, like on some rap shit, like
Right.
but it's country, like you know what I'm saying.
And that's the thing. I got crucified on a post I had on Instagram for basically saying country folks are mad. People who like country music are mad that she crossed over and just came in and killed it.
But she from Texas too,
right?
That's
So
good
it's
for
like
her.
my thing is, but if you're an artist, what's the problem if you crossing over to another genre?
Here's know
but
what it is.
Go ahead.
And just my little humble opinion.
Yes, sir.
I see people post country lovers posting shit like she just kind of taking pop songs, R&B songs, and trying to disguise it as R&B. I mean, as country.
Nah.
So
like,
I was,
and even that. When you listen to the album, you're gonna know.
So, but here's what I was thinking. All it is what hip hop does in reverse. Because like it's a black person going into what's normally known as like a white genre, and she's like kind of #1. When Eminem does that, on the same thing, you got a certain bunch of hip hoppers like he can't be the king, he can't be the king. So on the other side, they're like she can't be running this. Nah, this is bullshit. So I was saying that earlier at work with a coworker, and it's kind of like when a group of people feel this is ours, we don't want no infiltrators.
And that's basically what it is. But that's why I said they trying to keep like a lot of these black. And I'm mad that I'm like not coming up like remembering the names, but a lot of these black country artists, right? Like their numbers are crazy. They doing 10, 20 million on YouTube.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But we as a black community don't know about that. Like why? Like you know what I'm saying? Like we just finding out about this shit. Not only that though, they taking a trap, they taking a drill and blending it in with the country and making dope ass records. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit. I was listening, I was going through different. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is crazy. Like I'm like, oh, they rapping and they sing, but their accent is they from the South, so they got that heavy country accent. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was at work. I got to sit outside the bathroom, make sure only 2 kids go in at a time. Anyway, I was sitting there thinking what we're just talking about right now, and also looking at what we just finished watching as far as the women's national championship game. Everybody's bigging up Caitlin Clark,
right?
Everyone's loving Caitlin Clark's last year's stinking dirty ass socks.
Yep.
But we failed to overlook that the national championship team is black. A bunch of sisters.
Not only that, it's
like
three,
50,000
and it's the third, and it's their third.
Third
in 4 years. Yeah.
I was explaining to a coworker. Like, well, it's actually a couple of kids and a coworker.
But she bowls though. She does bowl.
But she does.
She bowls.
But people are like, well, I don't understand why people hate Caitlin Clark. I said, you gotta understand. This goes back to last year's Final Four when she waved Raven Johnson off, and everyone was like, so I said, well, you have to understand. Raven Johnson is a friend of Angel Reese. I said, those LSU women, including the white players, were like, she waved off the sister.
Yeah.
And that fueled LSU. Besides the competition, they just looked at it like, okay, we'll give it to you. You're a good ball player. But they took it to a whole nother level because you waved off the black girl. Now, as we all know, the media, ESPN, they hype this shit. They hype Caitlin Clark. I would say, talking to someone that plays basketball, they're like, yeah, she can ball, but you sag off of her, of course she's gonna take advantage of it.
Mhm.
The other thing I didn't like was nobody mentioned Lynette Woodard holding that record, the most points scored for 43 years. 43 years, right? But because now Caitlin Clark's approaching, oh, she's doing this, she's doing that.
Yep.
She's not, I'm gonna say it, I don't care who gets mad. She's not the greatest basketball player.
Now you don't know what they're building that up to. Think about it. It's gonna be the female Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
Yep.
And the
Her and Angel
WNBA.
Reese.
That's gonna be the next thing in the WNBA because right now women's basketball is at an all-time high.
Yeah,
It's at an all-time high, right?
Yep.
So that's exactly what's gonna happen because we know that Reese she's going to the lead already.
Yeah.
She announced it, right?
Yep.
Did homegirl announce it yet? Because I'm pretty sure she's
Caitlin
going
Clark,
too.
I think she was a senior anyway.
She was a senior.
Yeah.
Yep, she's a
So
senior
she's
last year.
definitely,
Yeah,
she's definitely going. Matter of fact, who was it? Was it Ice Cube offered some? Who Ice Cube offered 10 million to?
Her.
I was going to ask y'all about that. What's your thoughts on that? Ice Cube offered her, and everybody was like, "Why you ain't offer the black girl?" I know what my answer is, and I know what the answer was. But what do you think about Ice Cube offering that girl?
It's a business.
Do y'all agree with the business?
It's a business move. It definitely is a business.
You can't
move.
deny it. I mean,
It's good money.
And it's bringing a whole different crowd to the big three.
What would you say to the black people that's saying
If she goes,
he could have
she
offered
going
that to any
WNBA.
black girl? He could have offered it to this chick, Reese.
but it wasn't even just black girls. Like any old school, like
Diana Taurasi has been
yeah,
going.
Diana Taurasi's talking her crap too. But it could have been Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo.
Yeah.
Because he gets retired players. So Ice Cube isn't trying to balance women's sports. I mean, he's not. It's a business move. Caitlin Clark's name is hot. If you get her in the big three, everybody's watching.
She's cooking right now.
You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's a business. It's a bottom
Now,
line
some
move.
people may say that's why the NBA has been trying to block him for the past couple of years because they knew
hell yeah. Adam
he
Silver,
was gonna-
Adam Silver is not playing that.
they've been trying to block Cube for a minute.
But his lead is completely different though.
until it ain't.
Of course.
I know it's
Of
different,
course.
and we all know it's different, and there's no reason
But
for them to
then-
block.
then,
They should work with them.
now it's
They
like,
can move players right
yeah,
into
they
it
can move-
seamlessly.
Thank you.
But they're not
that's-
looking at that.
But that's what he's been saying.
He's
for
been
years.
saying that.
He
But
been saying that.
they like we don't want. I don't know. I don't know why they don't want to, but they're looking at it like he could mess around and decide one day he want to go 5-on-5. Then he could start getting players that's on their way out, but not. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just telling you how these corporations think. They could be like
That is
Cube
true.
today, he's not a threat. But in 7 years,
yeah, he
he
could
might
be a
want to go
threat.
5-and-5 and start getting our older
But then-
players
but
who
then
are on the
but then
bubble.
Guess what? That changes the narrative for what the big three is.
Right, but let's say Fliz is on the bubble. Fliz is a journeyman. He's on his 9th year. He could play 3 more years with us, or he can go to big three. That's what they worried about. They worried about the guys, the older statesmen that still could get a little bit in the tank. Like take like a Jordan in the 45. If there's a big three, Jordan might go to big three. Then he's gonna dominate over there.
They couldn't have played at Jordan enough though.
Yeah.
No, but wait, slow down. Could they? Think about it. I'm just saying, like, Jordan went to the league and he did it, and he looked awful, right? I ain't gonna say awful, but it wasn't Jordan.
It wasn't Jordan.
Now,
that we know, yeah.
you get him 3-on-3 out there with the rock, it's different. His ego might kick and be like, it ain't about the money right now. I can win 3 more rings over there.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying your analogy is spot on, but the person you chose, like, there's certain people who are so big, like
The bag
the
won't be
big,
But
big
yeah,
you
enough.
know
the big
what?
three don't have like.
But wait a minute,
NBA
Fliz.
money, you know what I
But
mean?
wait,
Like,
Fliz.
yeah.
Let's say this. They will have it if Jordan go there.
Ooh.
If-
And you know
They
what?
will. But wait. If Jordan go there, it ain't the same money no more. It's Jordan money now.
Know something that I'm
And
glad-
guess what?
and-
Every
and
nigga
it
with
brings-
every
and
dude
it
with a
brings-
son,
and it brings the Jordans there.
it's dumb.
Now
The
you
money
get-
they can't. Q can't even imagine this money. If Jordan like, I'll do it.
That's like
The money's in the bag.
That's like LeBron saying.
LeBron now.
That's like LeBron saying.
That's like
"All right,
LeBron going.
I'm gonna just go play over there for my last 2 years, and I'm gonna bring my son over there. Then he
Oh
can
my,
go back.
first
to
of all,
the NBA. It's
that's
some wild shit like that.
that's hurting the league.
Like me
that
and-
hurts the
me and my
league.
son on the team, and
He's
whoever
doing-
else you want to add on to it.
Adam Silver's doing like this is my marketing brain. Like Newport Creamery got in trouble because they was trying to stab, like shoot down Ben and Jerry's when they was a nobody company. They did all kinds of illegal marketing moves, got tagged for it, and that's what helped Ben and Jerry's grow. Because Newport Cream was like, oh, these dudes are a threat.
They was so they was threatened by them instead of just staying in their lane and doing what the hell they was doing.
The big three is like
because I need
Ben and Jerry's to them right now.
Oreo cookie waffle with peanut butter. I'm just saying.
Right. You think about it too. Ben and Jerry's, they went right down the Fair Street, right in the heart, right in the heart of Brown University. People Newport Cream, okay. No,
they were pissed.
Yeah, because they couldn't get that. They couldn't get that prime real estate. If Jordan was, let's say, Jordan, we all know Jordan's no longer associated with the NBA.
Yeah.
If he decides to say, hey, you know what? Q, I'm gonna back Q. Adam Silver's gonna he's gonna
definitely.
And Adam Silver's gonna have to sit there and start to make the NBA happening again and say we're going back to playing defense. So hey, Steph, you're probably gonna get bodied today.
Some people say Steph plays defense.
Now here's this is a total like subject.
You ain't gonna be shooting like how you used to shoot.
The NBA will protect its stars, even in times
but
where
that
there was defense.
That started back in the day with Jordan.
That's what I'm saying. Like people don't want to admit that Jordan was protected. Like you know what I mean? There was people who was ex-NBA players talk about the NBA refs would tell them straight up, "That's Mike. I can't call that on him. I can't like so."
And you got to think about it too. At that time, when Bird and Magic was still in their prime, everybody knew the wind doesn't blow on their asses.
Yep.
The wind, shit. If they're sweating on the court before they shoot, wipe them down, make them look good, and everybody knows that you're going to protect the stars, but at the same time,
you know what? When they was coming down that middle, they was still getting them close.
Oh hell,
they was getting it.
Yeah,
Demetrius, you're bugging.
In that era,
hold on. Demetrius said
Jordan, everybody
said Jordan in the 45 won 3 chips.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. You're bugging out.
He didn't win a chip in 45.
No, because he was with the Wizards, and the Wizards ain't winning.
No, in 45 he was with the Bulls before he went back to 23.
Oh, what? Oh,
remember when he first came back.
When he first came back, he did. Yeah. When he first came back, he did go to the Wizards.
No.
He couldn't get his number back, and he lost that 1 year.
No, that's not what happened.
What happened?
He retired after the first three-peat. He retired and went to baseball.
Right.
He came back on a half season, but his older brother's number was 45. He always chose number 23 because he was half of what his brother was who used to kick his ass when he was young and balling. So when he came back, he said, "I want 45." But he wasn't balling out like that. So he took 23 down from the Raptors and became 23 again.
But then he played for the Wizards before he went back to Chicago?
No.
He retired again and then came back out of time.
All right.
What was his number with the Wizards?
23.
I'm bugging out.
The thing is, the 45, I call it the 45 season. He switched his number back up before they got to the playoffs. Also, that season he came back was he premiered the Concords, which he was fined for every game that he wore those Concords because they were not they were all black.
Yeah.
That's also the series where they lost. Nick Anderson stripped him.
That was what I was going to say. Didn't he lose the dribble? And
Nick Anderson stripped him. Magic were all hoo-hoo. And what really fueled him was the fact that he looked over and saw Horace Grant sitting over there pumping his fist like
and getting lifted.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Then we saw the come. Well, as LL says, don't call the comeback. But for Mike was like, I'm killing everybody.
Yeah. Wait, was that where somebody said something disrespectful to him after they beat him? I forgot who it was. It was something like that.
It was somebody. I forgot.
It was somebody on Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando.
Orlando.
You're right.
And
since go ahead.
And then also remember the next when they came back, they ran it back for the first of that second three-peat. Remember, he wore Penny Hardaway shoes and busted Penny's ass in Penny's own shoes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a game. That's one of the Jordan games, like the.
Penny said it. He said he came out wearing my shoes, and he said he busted my fucking ass. He said, Mike said, he said, I love your shit. He said, I love your game. And he said, I'm wearing your shoes because I admire you. I really dig your game. Mm-hmm. So that's at the height when they started calling Jordan Brand X. He had all the commercials with Ray and all them. And to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I be trying to tell these youngsters, look, your GOAT ain't the GOAT. Your GOAT is sitting on somebody's table right now being eaten for dinner. So we're never I'm gonna say it, we're never going to see a Jordan ever again. That's a once in a lifetime. We're never gonna see a Bird or a Magic.
You're never gonna see a Kobe. You're never gonna see another LeBron.
You're gonna see something different. Yeah. You're gonna see a Steph.
Yeah. And we always
never gonna see a Steph. Like, I mean, you're not gonna.
Well, you got Steph now.
You got Steph now, but I'm saying, like, and the generations to come.
No.
I think shooters being bred now.
But I'm saying, like, you're never gonna see them. Like, there's never gonna be another Jordan. There's gonna be another
Like,
whoever else it is.
That's
You know
like
what I'm
the
saying?
kid in Houston right now, the kid who's the Green kid, Jalen Green.
Yep.
You know, people trying to say he's doing these Jordan layups. I'm like, first and foremost, no, let's stop, because we ain't never. To this day, Isaiah Thomas still tells the story. As much as he hates Mike, how Mike did that. He did the reverse layup coming off the left block.
Yeah.
Until this day, he still talks about that. How him and Joe Dumars sat there for 5 minutes. It was just like silence and like, yeah, I'll see that practice tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh, that's that one.
Gang, let me ask y'all a question before we get out of here. Since we're talking sports, right?
Yes.
I just saw this. I don't know. Listen, I don't know nothing about this. I'm gonna let you guys tell me. What is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? What is going on with this?
What the fuck?
Wow. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Wow.
It said, I'm gonna tell you why. It says Kareem Abdul-Jabbar will enter the transfer portal. I had a little bit too much. He averaged 17.4 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 4.1 assists this season. Who the hell is Kareem? Who's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
He's a baller.
Explain,
baller,
bro. Explain.
He's a big dude. That
I'm gonna have to go back and watch some footage.
And he's playing at Indiana State, Larry Bird's alma mater.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, you
He's
telling
a
me
baller.
something. I saw this online. I'm like, who the heck is this dude?
His teammates called him Creed. Dude, I think that was clever as
Yeah.
boy.
That's
Yeah.
funny as
But
hell.
like don't get the goofy look. He plays.
He balls
Yeah, he plays.
with them goggles on.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go watch this footage.
Yeah.
I won't be.
What's
surprised.
my dude from the '90s who used to wear the
I won't be
goggles?
surprised.
Not the yeah. He used to play Horace Grant.
Horace Grant.
Horace Grant, yeah, he
Used to wear the goggles.
I'm about to say Dickie Simpkins, but that.
Yeah,
he had-
Rambus. I was like,
Yeah, Rambus.
Oh man, he got clothesline.
Yeah.
So this dude really balling like that? Okay,
Yeah, he is, man.
gang. Look,
yo, it's him. There's another
Sunday.
There's two more. There's two
For
more.
sure.
Yeah.
Yo, come
Sunday
out, yo.
night, the
Come out.
beating us, April 21st.
I got my ticket.
Next Sunday,
Yeah.
April 21st, we all will be in the building at Halo, the Beat Nuts Golden Era Tour right here in Providence, Rhode Island. Make sure you come through if you are local. If you're not local, actually Pawtucket. I
Yeah, the
said
night
Providence.
before that, come party with me for my birthday party.
And guess what, gang? I still am waiting on these right here. At some point, this gonna happen. These still my dream kicks. So as long as
He
the
gonna
show
wear
going,
them on a show.
when I do get them, I'm gonna make a whole
open them
show.
up on a show. He gonna do the Fat Joe, lick the bottom of the shoe and everything.
And they calling them the Air Max Ones, which is wild to me. They call them
they
call them the Air Max Ones now. So, but yeah, they're the original Air Max from 80.
Broad Street. Yo,
What's that,
Papi.
83
Yo,
or 86.
Papi.
I never had them joints in my life. We had a whole. I got a clip I'm posting up to tomorrow about when we was talking about all the sneakers from the 80s and
I'm
90s.
about to get a bunch.
Yo,
of them
ain't tomorrow
sneakers.
that competition?
No, next week.
I need
I thought it was tomorrow.
I did say it, but I'm gonna do it next week.
Oh damn! I'm gonna be here next week.
The
bro.
Jordan. Oh, you won't be?
I'm going out of town the whole next week.
Oh, all right. We'll figure it out.
Family guy stuff.
So listen, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank y'all for watching. I had a great time. I saw a bunch of Drake comments at the end.
Yep.
Let me read what my man said. He said, all I gotta say is wait for Drake to drop. It's over. All that talking about a stop. The boy is back. We got a Drake. My man Kang in the building is a full-on Drake fan. Salute to people who's in the building. Katie Hoffman, she had a question at the end, and I don't know.
Where'd they go?
He said, what did you think of Dawn Staley saying trans women can play on a women's
I
team?
thought that was insane.
That's
He
ridiculous.
said they can or they can't.
They can.
They
Oh.
can.
I'm glad they're coming to our senses. We're gonna look back in the future, right? And they're gonna look back and say, y'all really was letting men ball with them young girls? Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, you letting these are full-on men that couldn't make it with the other men saying, I'm gonna ball with these girls and I'm gonna wipe them out.
That's like Joanna Man.
It's goofy. It's goofy. And when I'm like, we're in a bizarre world where, and it's nothing about, this ain't got nothing to do with trans and not trans. It's about a grown, full-fledged man that knows he's bigger and stronger, and he's going out there and taking all these records, and he's getting paid to do this. They've already banned it in a couple states. If you want to play, make your own. They got to
That'd be
make their
crazy if they go
own.
over there and the women still busting their ass though.
That's not gonna happen. For the most part, it ain't gonna happen. But listen, they need to make their own. It need to be their own. You're competing against your own, and that's it. Nobody's saying you can't. We're not going against your right to exist. We're just saying
Yeah, but don't
you
they
can't.
hold up. But don't they send them to jail as women too? If they don't
But
they
they
do
stopped-
that though,
they-
or
they
did they
stopped-
stop?
I think they
that?
stopped that too because
They
I think one of the
busted.
dudes was in there busting everything that was moving.
Yeah,
he got somebody pregnant. Before,
He got a couple of female inmates pregnant.
Yeah. So he in that joint he a rooster in the hen house.
He's like, yeah, fuck this
But
shit.
if you go, if you send them to the guys, that's like lunch meat. They're like, woo, shit.
On that
the
note,
fuck.
the What Show is over. We had a great time. Appreciate
What?
y'all watching. This was a great night.
Peace, y'all.
Max said fire. Podcast. Love you guys.
Thank
Chemistry.
you, Mac. Thank
I
you.
hope
Party all
y'all-
the time. Available on all streaming platforms. Champagne and Good Vibes available on all streaming platforms. Back.
Thank you for having
Now
me
you don't
on.
get your child on. Blip.
Yeah.
Child been shoot shit up all night. So fuck it.
Yo, we had a wow. These shorts gonna be crazy.
You know, you signed off of Instagram, right? Remember last week you was like
Yeah.
having trouble signing off, right?
Yeah, I just did it right now. So we had a lot of people coming in. Yo, this was one of the biggest
y'all
nights.
gonna
The
say
most comments.
We ended it already.
It was crazy. I'm
Well,
going out right now. We're going in
All
right now.
peace,